The dark night of the soul. Why your worst moment is actually your greatest breakthrough. There's a moment in every spiritual journey that nobody warns you about. A moment so dark, so terrifying, that most people mistake it for the end, when it's actually the beginning. Right now, someone watching this is in that moment. You feel like you're losing your mind, like everything you believed in has shattered, like God himself has abandoned you. But what if I told you that this darkness, this unbearable pain, is the most sacred gift you could ever receive? Stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you why your breakdown is actually your breakthrough, and why the darkest night of your soul might be the dawn of your greatest transformation. In the 16th century, a Spanish mystic named Saint John of the Cross wrote about something he called the dark night of the soul. But this isn't just ancient religious poetry. This is a universal human experience that transcends all traditions. The dark night of the soul is that period in your life where everything falls apart. And I mean everything. Your relationships crumble, your career collapses, your health fails. But worse than all of that, your sense of meaning, your connection to the divine, your understanding of who you are, it all disappears. You pray, but the heavens feel closed. You meditate, but find only emptiness. You search for answers, but every spiritual practice that once brought you comfort now feels hollow and fake. Let me be real with you. I've been there. There was a period in my life where I lost everything I thought defined me. My identity, my purpose, my faith. Gone. I would wake up at 3 a.m. with this crushing weight on my chest, unable to breathe, asking, who am I? Why am I here? Does any of this matter? And here's what nobody tells you about the dark night. You can't think your way out of it. You can't positive think your way out. You can't manifest your way out. This isn't a problem to be solved. It's a death to be died. But here's the truth that will save you. This death is not the end. It's a metamorphosis. Think about what happens to a caterpillar in a cocoon. Scientists have studied this. Inside that cocoon, the caterpillar doesn't just grow wings. It completely dissolves. It literally turns into biological soup. Every cell breaks down. Imagine being that caterpillar. You'd think you were dying, you'd think it was the end, but actually, you're becoming something that can fly. The dark night of the soul is your cocoon, and what's dissolving isn't you, it's the false version of you. The ego you built to survive, the masks you wore to be accepted, the beliefs you inherited without questioning, the identity you thought was real. God, the universe, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, is performing surgery on your soul, and you can't perform surgery while the patient is awake and fighting. That's why everything has to go dark. That's why you have to lose your grip on the old understanding. Because you cannot pour new wine into old wineskins. You cannot download the upgraded version of yourself while the old program is still running. When I was in my darkest night, I remember sitting on the floor of my empty apartment. I'd lost almost everything, and I was completely broken. I mean shattered. And in that moment of total surrender, when I had nothing left to lose, something shifted. It wasn't a voice. It wasn't a vision. It was just this deep knowing. You're not being destroyed. You're being emptied so you can be filled with something real. See, here's what the dark night is really doing. First, it's destroying your attachment to outcomes. You learn that you can lose everything and still be okay. That's not weakness. That's unshakable strength. Second, it's burning away your false identities. You're not your job. You're not your relationships. You're not even your beliefs. You're the awareness beneath all of that. Third, it's teaching you compassion. You cannot truly understand another person's suffering until you've been to hell yourself. The dark night turns you into a wounded healer. Fourth, it's reconnecting you with reality. Most of us live in our heads, in our stories, in our illusions. The dark night strips all that away and forces you to face what's actually true. And fifth, this is the big one. It's killing your ego so your soul can finally take the driver's seat of your life. Okay, so if you're in the dark night right now, you're probably thinking, that's great, but how do I survive this? Here's what actually helps. Number 1, Stop trying to fix it. This is not a problem. This is a process. Your job is not to end the dark night. Your job is to learn what it's trying to teach you. Every time you try to escape it, you just prolong it. Number 2, feel everything. This is not the time for spiritual bypassing. Don't slap a gratitude practice on top of genuine grief. Don't positive think your way past real pain. Feel it, all of it. Cry, rage, grieve. The only way out is through. Number 3, surrender. And I don't mean give up. I mean stop fighting what is. Accept that you're in the cocoon. Accept that you can't see what's happening. Accept that the old version of you is dying. Fighting it only creates more suffering. When I was going through this, someone told me, what if you stopped asking, why is this happening to me, and started asking, why is this happening for me? That question changed everything. Number 4, trust the timing. You can't rush metamorphosis. The butterfly emerges when it's ready, not when it's convenient. Your breakthrough will come not when you demand it, but when the transformation is complete. Number 5, find others who understand. Not people who will try to fix you, not people who will tell you to just be positive. Find people who have been through their own dark night and came out the other side. Their presence alone will remind you that this is survivable. Number 6, create small rituals of meaning. Even if God feels absent, even if your practices feel empty, keep showing up. Light a candle, write in a journal, sit in silence. These aren't about getting results. They're about maintaining your connection to the sacred even when you can't feel it. And here's the most important thing. Remember that the dark night is temporary. I know it doesn't feel that way. I know it feels like you'll be stuck in this hell forever. But you won't. Every mystic, every saint, every truly awakened being has been through this. And they all came out the other side transformed. So if you're in the dark night right now, I want you to hear this. You are not broken. You are not being punished. You are not doing anything wrong. You are being transformed. You are being refined. You are being prepared for a life more authentic, more powerful, more aligned with your true purpose than anything you've known before. The false self is dying so the true self can be born. And yes, it's painful. Birth always is. But I promise you this, when you emerge from this darkness, and you will emerge, you will be unrecognizable to your old self. You will carry a wisdom that can't be taught, only earned. A strength that can't be given, only forged. A compassion that can only come from having survived your own personal hell. The dark night of the soul is not your end. It's your initiation. It's your baptism by fire. It's the universe's way of saying, you're ready for more. But first, you must become someone capable of holding it. So hold on, keep breathing, keep walking through the darkness, because I promise you, dawn is coming. And when the sun finally rises on the new version of you, you'll understand why you had to go through all of this. You'll look back at the person you were before the dark night and realize that person could never have lived the life you're about to live. You're not being destroyed, you're being forged. Trust the process. If this resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment and let me know. Have you been through your dark night? What did it teach you? Subscribe for more content on authentic spiritual transformation, not the Instagram version, the real messy, beautiful version. You're not alone in this journey.